Howdy folks, welcome to Sham and COVY'S Emporium of Awesome. Today on another Vincent's Voice movie review, I'm going to review the movie Shang-Chi, The Legends of the Ten Rings. This is one of the newer Marvel movies that came out a while back. It is a decent, very good movie, so I really enjoyed myself. It follows the character of Shang-Chi and his life now. He kind of left his past in the past and trying to get away from it, but it starts catching up to him and affecting his life now. And people are finding out who he was and what he was running from and that. So, like I say, I enjoyed this movie quite a bit. The first 2/3 of this movie was basically like a kung fu movie. So it was really well done. Lots of cool fight scenes. And that, it kind of reminded me of a Jackie Chan type movie, kung fu, which was really good. It was very new and stuff like that, something that you didn't see in the Marvel universe yet. So I thought it was really well done. I really liked the Shang-Chi character. I thought he had good charisma in the movie. He had good interaction with his friend played by Awkwafina in this movie as well. They had got lots of good interaction between each other. The comedy that they had was good. It wasn't forced. It didn't seem out of place at times, which I really liked. The villain in this was done really well. His backstory was told very well, and you got to feel for why he was doing things that he was doing, and that so you got to connect with him, and that, which I find is very good for villains, in that when you can actually see why he's doing the things he is, it makes him more relatable, and so they did a really good job in that. I actually kind of liked his backstory and his character almost more than Shang-Chi backstory. So it was really well done that way. Where this movie seemed to fall apart was in the third act. They kind of went from a good kung fu movie for 2/3 of the movie, and then that third act they just took off with Marvel over the top bonkers and so that craziness and that. And, it looked cool. It was done really well in that, but they just went all crazy CGI battle thing that out of nowhere, which I didn't care for as much. I wish they would have just kind of stayed with the kung fu aspect of the movie, and that I would have enjoyed it more. It didn't. Yeah, I don't know why they always feel they have to do that. I felt the end battle was very anticlimactic. I wanted something better and more out of it, and that I didn't. Like I said, it wasn't even just the big all of a sudden CGI fest that it was. It wasn't even that It was the other battle going on as well, which I wanted more of. I wanted more impact and and I felt it didn't make as much sense, and it just kind of did that. There was a few characters and stuff like that in it. That stuff happened. Like I said, I don't want to go into spoilers of the way it was. So you'll just have to watch and see. I do recommend watching this movie. I think it's a good entry into the Marvel universe. These characters I hope to see in other ones, whether it's another Shang-Chi 2 or with him interact with other characters already in the MCU. There are two after scene credits and stuff like that, which kind of hint at where they're gonna go from here, which were really cool. And that there are cameos in this, which are also really cool. You always look for those two things when it comes to Marvel movies so that was really enjoyable. It just, like I was saying, there was just a few things that it dropped the ball on, and that I thought was unnecessary. Like I was saying, a character comes back in this, and like I was saying, it's fine, but it was completely unnecessary. It didn't need to. It was already resolved previously it was in this movie actually where they went over it and then they did it again. I didn't think it was necessary It was okay, and it had one funny moment like that, but it was just, I didn't think it was necessary, and I didn't. So like I saying, it's the same for other things. I just didn't think it was necessary in this movie. They should have just kept it a nice kung fu movie from beginning to end, and it would have been, which I would have been more satisfied with that. But I still recommend watching this if you enjoy the MCU, if you enjoy kung fu it's also a really good kung fu movie. Lots of good characters that are in it. Like I say, lots of good characters, lots of good cameos things look really pretty in it. all that type of stuff also that you expect from a Marvel movie. And it was in this one too. So I would give this movie a 10 out of 12. I do recommend also watching it. It's a really good watch. And yeah, there's my spoiler-free movie review also of Shang-Chi, Legends of the Ten Rings. Please like the video. It helps people also find the channel. And if you like what you see, please subscribe as well to see more movie reviews in here or other content also that I put out that we put out also as well. Like I was saying, we have Pokemon card openings also. We have live D&D also sessions, things like that. So thank you very much also for joining, and until next time, have a good day. Bye.